Hey guys, Marty up north. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I just got this package in the mail today. And what it is I was contacted by people at a company called ThruNite that asked me if I'd do a review of one of their LED flashlights. So many of you know from my videos that I don't like to rely on technology. I've been asked many times if I bring technology, and no, I don't bring a GPS, I don't bring a flashlight. I bring my camera, but otherwise I don't like relying on technology that requires batteries, because if you get used to that technology and your batteries die and you don't have a backup, you're in trouble. So now, for the longest time, the standard for me for flashlights was one of these mag lights. But the problem with the mag lights is it's very heavy. Now there's smaller versions, but mag light required two AA batteries and did not have a very long life, and also did not have the best beam. So yeah, and I'll do a comparison later on. I'll show these outside, but so I stopped using these, and I got used to I stopped bringing flashlights in general. But now I need to catch up with the times because LEDs are out on the market. So and I've heard about these ThruNites, so I thought, well, I'm happy to help out and do a review. So let's see what they sent. Probably just peel that off, and see if I get rid of that. Build the anticipation. So a little box. In the box, instruction manual. I don't imagine there's too many instructions to these. 120 lumens, 115 hours, 50 meters. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Actually, let's find out which model they sent. They sent me the model 1AV2. So the 1AV2. Right there. AV2. So what does it look like? Actually, wow. Now if I compare it to this one, quite a bit lighter. I think the impressive thing about these is, I probably need to put some batteries in. Oh no, there's the activator. Need to put some battery in first, so I'll get a fresh Duracell. It's got an O-ring, weather resistant. Wow, look at that. Holy, that is bright. My God, look at the comparison. There's no comparison. There's no comparison. So that's what we have right now. Let me turn it off, show you a couple of features. I researched these a little bit on their website before they send it to me. I know that there's a spare O-ring and a lanyard, and instructions in the bottom of the box. But the important thing about this light is it's got a couple of different settings. So it's got a high intensity setting, and then it's got a low intensity setting, and a medium intensity setting. So and they have names for all the settings. At the low intensity, you know, if you're doing close work in your tent or whatever, and you get literally 10 times the battery life. I'll get you some exact numbers. So anyways, that's the first step. I'll gonna take this on an upcoming trip right away, and I'll talk more about this thing. So I'm just reading on here the specs. there's several modes of running this thing. So on the Firefly mode, which is the mode that it's running on right now, on the Firefly mode, it's emitting a mere 0.42 lumens, and you have 408 hours of battery life. So if you're in your tent just reading instructions. Then the next mode after that, with a little more intensity, is the low at 15 lumens, and you get 22 hours of battery life at that level. Then you get the medium, which is 70 lumens for 5 hours. And then if you run it on high for 175 lumens, you get 115 minutes, so just under 2 hours. So that's pretty impressive. And I think just from what I can tell right now, some of the lower settings will be quite adequate in most camping situations. Pretty straightforward. So like I said earlier, the on and off button is at the back here, and then this little toggle on the side toggles through the different settings. So this is Firefly, then there's a low setting, medium setting, and a high setting, and then if you hold it down, it goes into strobe. I suppose if you're somewhere and you're really trying to attract attention, you go to strobe. So I have a feeling that while hiking, for me, this low setting will be quite adequate for, you know, once you're in your tent and you just want to find stuff. Came with a pretty straightforward lanyard. There you go. And a handy dandy clip. Actually, you can put it on your belt or keep it in your shirt pocket. So that's the preliminary review. Actually, it looks like a very well made product, and now we'll try it in the bush and see how it performs. I'm hanging my ThruNite flashlight here, and on the second setting, it definitely provides enough light to read comfortably. If I put it on a higher setting, I don't need that much, and that's way too much. And on the lowest setting, if it was darker, it's actually okay, but this works just fine. So what I'm testing right now is how long the light lasts. Claims to last, I believe, 15 hours at this setting. So so far so good. Too much tea last night. It's 2 a.m. I gotta go for a little walk outside. So that's where the handy dandy flashlight comes in, super handy. All predatory animals have eyes that glow when you flash lights on them. You know, like your dogs, your coyotes, your cats. So just a quick scan. If you scan real quick, there's nothing out there, but it'd be kind of scary to scan the flashlight out there and see a set of eyeballs looking at you. But right now I can tell you, the sky is absolutely amazing. The stars. There's no light pollution from the city, so you get amazing views of the stars out here at night. Got this light on the highest intensity right now, and I can actually record, which is cool. So I always put items in the same spot in the tent every night. So this is very handy because there's a clip. You can use the clip and clip it to your hat if you want. But I just put it like that. I clip it on like that, and there. So then when I'm sleeping, I sleep. When I'm sleeping, it's right there next to me, so if I need it in a hurry, I can quickly find it, so I don't have to scramble for it. Coming with me, let's go hang that food pack there. We got a gorgeous night tonight. Alright. Keep going, Nick. Got this flashlight on. No, I don't think that's the way to the... Is that the way to the bear pool? Right now no. I can't see Nick, but... Turned on my ThruNite flashlight. Look at that.
Oh shoot. Boom.
Done?
Yep.
Here. So, all good?
Yeah. Got the food, huh? No bears?
Perfect.
Time to go.
Just want to show another test, or not a test, but another feature of this. You can't see it at night right now, but there's a handy dandy clip on this flashlight, and it allows you to clip it on your hat. So here you go, Nick, clip it on your hat.
Got your own headlamp.
Look at me. So you got it clipped on your hat right now.
Yeah.
That works like a
Maybe
charm.
center it a little bit.
Hang on. Can't really. There you go. Oh yeah, you can see it. So you just clip it on the hat and allows you to
use it as a headlamp.
Yeah. But you could just as well, that gives you hands-free capability, but you could just as easily walk with it in your hands.
Huh?
Let's go do another test with this thing. Let's go put it in the water, see how waterproof it is. So that's with the headlamp or the flashlight hanging on your hat. Yeah, so allows you to work with your hands and see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. How heavy is it on the hat?
It's not that bad.
No?
No, it's not bad.
Right on. That's what it looks like when you clip it on. You can just clip it onto a hat and then you get hands-free. It's just an option. Okay. Let's do another real world test of this thing. Hang on. Here's a real world test. This is, what's this creek called, Nick? Molar Creek. Alright. In the water. Oh, check it out, man. It's underwater right now.
Cool.
I'm gonna click on it. On and off.
That's a great thing.
And then I'm gonna... Wow, it's underwater. Strobe works. Different settings.
Wait, take it out. Shine it at the water. Yeah, it doesn't quite light up the water the same.
Yeah, but it works just fine in the water.
That light's awesome.
What'd you say?
I said that light's awesome and lights up. Great. Do you want me to brush my teeth first?
Sure. Look at that. Absolute gorgeous view. Alright, just wanted to do one more quick test. So right now, I live in northern Alberta, and as you can see, believe it or not, it's 10 p.m. right now, and there's still, I mean, the sun's been down for 20 minutes, but it's still quite clear out. But I just wanted to do a quick test. So here's the, this is not scientific, I'm just going to flash it on the door of my shop here. So here's the ThruNite light, and I'm going to put it on. So of course on the Firefly setting, I don't know if the camera even shows it, but you can actually see it on the Firefly setting. Then this is the low setting. Wow, the low setting is actually casts quite a nice beam. That'd be one nice improvement in this flashlight, is if somehow or other you could focus the beam. This is the medium setting. Again, very impressive. And then on the high setting, wow, I can cast a whole light on the door, and probably you can see, actually, if I give you the light, Karen, and you hold it with one hand, and I go stand in front of it. Oh, the motion sensor light came on. I gotta just turn that off. Hang on. So it's enough light to videotape me. Now I'm going to do the comparison. This is the mag light from the same distance with 2 fresh batteries in it, and that's the problem with the old mag light. It absolutely doesn't. Oh, it's already. It has a night. I can focus the beam, but seriously, in terms of the intensity, a single small incandescent bulb just doesn't have the intensity. In fact, if I turn this one on next to it, wow, mag light, ThruNite. So there you have it. Perhaps not an exact comparison, but just wanted to do one more test outside. So there you have it, folks. Did a test of the ThruNite Archer 1A flashlight. So I took it on 2 recent trips. I took it on my solo North Boundary trip, where came in handy a few times, and then I took it on a family trip, a 3-day family trip. So I've told you in the past that I don't like relying on technology, especially technology that requires batteries. But I think the reason I wasn't using flashlight recently in the last few years is because the old standby for flashlight was always this mag light with an incandescent bulb that required 2 batteries. So the 2 things I didn't like about this is, 1, it was too heavy, and 2 is that you didn't have a good beam, and 3 was that the length of the batteries wasn't very good, especially when it got cold. So over time I realized that the value of carrying this wasn't worth it, because it just didn't have enough value for the weight that I was carrying. Now I guess I need to catch up with the times. So these LEDs are absolutely amazing. I mean, they don't weigh very much. This is waterproof. The beam on this thing is adjustable, so you get different settings. And on the high setting, when I had the family with me and we're out by the water at night and we're brushing our teeth, we can see what we're doing. So I might be okay alone in the dark and require minimal light, but it's a small luxury that I can bring for the family. It's reliable. It's waterproof. It's a few ounces that are handy to have on the trip. So absolutely, I'm impressed with this ThruNite LED flashlight. Hope you enjoyed the review.